Hi everyone, my name is Zixia Lu. I'm from Team LGD, and this is my part of the Team LGD's semester-long project's final presentation. So to begin with, I'm going to walk through with the SQL code. Inside our SQL workbench, we have all the creating table statements here as we designed in the PM1. And in addition to that, we have all the inserting data part here, and the data source. I'm going to show you, for example, the liquor store is the one we find online, which meets all the criteria, and the rest is just some simple testing cases. So I'm going to run the SQL workbench here. It's going to take a while for it to load insert all the data here. So for example, if we wanted to select everything from the liquor store, I'm going to click run this particular select statement, and then the the results will be printing here, which we have already double checked. It's the same as the we find, as you can see here, if we take a look at the first 50, let's say the first 28, the number 28 is South Boston. The third one, something, sorry, I don't know how to spell that, to speak that properly, but it's the same as here. And also, if we take a look, like the number 14 is Boston Harbor, and number 14 Boston Harbor. Yup. So this is our SQL part, which is kind of straightforward and relatively easy. And also for the Java code part, we have create, like we did in the PM4 or PM4, we have created all the data access object as well as the Java class itself, and then a main class inserter as the main function for this Java project to test, as well as the servlet part for some of the data access of the JSP to create the user interface. So I'm going to demo one very simple one that we use in the police station part. So we have a method inside our. So I'm just going to show you the police Java class itself first. So in this class, it has the police office ID, a district, an address, city, state, as well as a zip code. And here are all the getters and setters for this class, and as well as another toString which we use to print the this particular police station in the console for it makes it easier for us to test. And inside our police data access object class, we have the create, which is kind of straightforward, and also those preparation codes to get the instance and then stuff like that. The most fundamental, the most important, sorry, the most important one, the most important method we have in this data access object is those two methods. The first one is the get police station by ID. So whenever you input user ID, it should return another user ID, the police station ID. It should return this police station object, as well as this method get police station by city, which will return an array list of the police station that belongs to this input ID input string called city. So here is very straightforward. So inside this while loop, it's going to extract all the data, all the required value for those variables in the inside our SQL workbench, and then it's going to add to a temporary array list called result, and after that, after all the police object has been added to this result array list, is going to return this array list. So if we run this inside our Java, so I'm going to open up the inserter. So here we have testing case here. We create a temporary array list called test, and then we let test equals to the police DAO, the police data access object, which is here, and call the get police station by city and input the Boston. Now the test should be array list with all the data access object. I mean, with all the police objects, and then we're going to print them one by one using the toString method we created inside the police class. So I'm going to run this real quick right now. Inserter, right click, run as Java application. As you can see, we have 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, all the way until up until 45. If we take a look at our police table, starting from 34, which is here. Yeah, it is in Boston, and then 38 is also Boston, all the way up until 45. If we take a look at 45, it's Boston, and then 46, it's in Manhattan, which is correct. And oh, and by the way, my teammate Tianquan Wang, she's going to demo the JSP JavaScript part. So let's jump up to the conclusion for my part of the presentation. What went well inside this semester-long project? I believe the best of all is the teamwork we have here. Since we only have a two members team, it's gonna be very hard for us to to deliver this project uh, with with meeting all the criterias if one of the team member doesn't work, or lack of work. So I believe everyone in this team, I mean the two of us, is working really hard, and we all work together all all semester long and to work on this project. And also the communication between me and my peer partner is very good. Like my teammates, she replies to the email very quickly. Sorry, as well as the text and the phone calls. And in the end, I believe our project delivery was satisfying. We meet all the criteria we created in the PM1, as well as some additional features. However, there are still some points where we could improve if we can have the chance to do this project again, or in the future work on some other project, but with like a different topic. Is the first off is like a better overall design, because when we were doing our PM1, we didn't think too much details, which caused us a lot of pain to modifying in the, let's say, PM2, inserting the data, as well as the PM4 to creating the data access object and the Java class itself. So we have to change a lot of the original design in order to fit our new thoughts. And also another part that we could improve is more familiar with the Java and the SQL Workbench. If we can be more familiar with the Java and the SQL Workbench, and then I think we can save a lot more time debugging, or during the development. We use a lot of time going online to search for some syntax and some basic knowledge about the SQL Workbench as well as the Java. But I mean, it is like a learning process, so we did learn a lot from it. But I'm just saying, like the some to figure out some basic syntax and some functionalities of those, for example, like the SQL and Java, it indeed take us a lot of time, but we were also, learn from it. And also, another thing is we could put more effort to find some more reliable data and more accessible data, since our topic is about our project's topic is about the liquor store, which is kind of hard for us to find free and also reliable data access online. But we still think this project it has like a actual value that it can help people in their daily life. And that is all for my part. I'm going to hand it over to my teammate Tian Chuan Wang, and she's going to do the rest. Thank you so much, and yep, that's all.